So this time I want to show you how you can share your creations, how you can share your programs with your friends and family. One way, of course, would be just to select here the source code and copy and send this by email, but this is only useful if the person receiving the program knows what to do with it. In most cases, they would look at you with a funny face like, what is this? So I'm going to show you a better way to share the program. And for that, I'm going to show you a website called Sketchpad. The address is sketchpad.cc. You can see it up here. And this is the website, how it looks like when we arrive. And you can start programming right away here in this website when you click here on Create New Sketch. But I recommend you sign up first. You can sign up here on this button. It's really easy. You just have to enter your name, email address, and a password, and that's it. I have already signed up, so I'm gonna go ahead and log in. And once you log in, this is what you find here. You will probably have no sketches because if you just registered, then you don't have any sketches yet. But you can see here a gallery. This is what some people have been creating and some recent sketches. How could I share this program I've done here? So one way is just I can copy the source code. I can come here to Sketchpad. I create new sketch here on this button. I wait for a second until the program is connected here. And by default, we get here a simple program. We can run this program, which draws these lines, but that's not my program. So I'm gonna pause again here on this button. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna delete everything. With Ctrl A, I can select everything and I press delete. And I paste here my little program. And now I can click run. And here it is running. I have this quite hypnotic program I just created. And I can pause the program again. I can give it a name. So now it's called Untitled Sketch. So I'm gonna call this Hypnotic and save. So right now here you can see the name and the source code. You can make changes here to the program. So until now, I think we've done 47 episodes or something like that. We have always been using this processing editor right here. But as now you can see here, you can write your programs directly on this website. So you don't need to download processing, which we downloaded on the second episode. It's just possible to come here, you register, and you start typing your programs here on this page, and you just run the programs. What's the difference? Or is there any difference? So actually there's a few different processing environments out there. The default one, the one we used, this is the official processing editor, actually creates Java programs. Java is a programming language. So when you run this program, it's actually creating a program in some other language. And when you do the same here in this website, it's using a different language. It's not using Java, but it's using JavaScript. So there's a good and a bad side about this. Good or great is that this would run on any modern browser without any plugins. So you can just use whatever Firefox or Chrome or whatever you use. And you don't need to install anything. You just can visit the site, start programming. So this is very cool. But then there are some limitations. The programs that run inside the official environment run faster, a little bit faster. So if you're doing something very complex, or also if you're using some special plugins, which is possible for processing, you might not be able to do this on Sketchpad CC. But all the programs we have created until now are quite basic, so you shouldn't have any problems doing that inside this website. So my program is now saved automatically. And there's a few cool things about this website, Sketchpad. I can now go here to your sketches. It's in this menu here. And this is the program I just created. It's called Hypnotic, but it doesn't have an image here. You can see all the other programs have an image which helps identify the program. So what I'm gonna do is go again to here to view source. And I'm gonna run the program. I'm gonna wait for a moment. And when I see an interesting image, like right now, you can press this camera up here. So I press this button, I wait for a second. And now the image has been captured. So now if I go again to the sketches, to your sketches, you can see here the screenshot, which is pretty cool. So finally, how can I share this program with friends? So I can go, again, I click on the program. Up here, you can run it. You can see it there. Here's the source code. And very easily, you can click here. There's a share section. So you can share this on Facebook, or you can send it to Twitter, or you can right click here on this link to this revision, and you copy the address, and then you can go to your email program and paste it there. And then you send the email. So the person receiving the email would click and they would see here this program. They can come here, just run the program. They can also see the source code. Maybe they are not so interested in the source code yet, but at least they can see it run, which is pretty cool. It's much better than sending just a picture. So hopefully you will start using Sketchpad. Well, it isn't the only website where you can write programs using processing. There's others we will talk about in other episodes. But if you start using Sketchpad, then hopefully you can send us your programs. You can share them on our Facebook page, which you can see here is facebook.com/funprogramming. Or you can send us also a tweet to twitter.com/fun_pro. And then we can share with each other what kind of programs we are doing. Also, feel free to send your questions or comments through Facebook or Twitter.